Bartlett, assistant coach Jim Madrick, as they'll get the introductions underway here. They'll introduce the opponent tonight, RPI, coming into town. And this should be a good, tough battle tonight for CSJ. Quality opponent, quality team. They're coming in with a 2-2 record. They haven't played in 2 weeks. We had a 2-week layoff, and I know coaches don't like that. Not only will we get the starting lineups, but we'll also have the national anthem sung live tonight by Jesse Ryan. Does a beautiful job. And we'll get to hear Jesse Ryan sing the national anthem. We're going to swing it over and listen to the PA announcer, Bobby LaFlamme, introduce the RPI squad.
Number 12, Tim Rupp. Number 23, Rory Perner. Number 32, Jeremy Bull. Number 45, Ricky Malache. And number 54, Sam Simmons. RPI is coached by Mr. Mike Griffin. Assistant coaches Rick Galuli and Paul Hallis. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Fighting Saints. From Brooklyn, New York, number 15, Brad Drysdale. From Queens, New York, number 5, Doug Childs. From Moncton, Vermont, number 14, Ryan Kimball. From Cambridge, New York, number 21, Tyler Harrington. And running the point from Washington Heights, New York, number 1, Victor Valdez. The head coach of the Fighting Saints is Mr. Bill Bartlett, assistant coach Jim Madrick, Jeff White. Your president, Dr. Frank McClory. Your athletic director, Mr. Mark Benetatis. And now I will wish everyone please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps as Jesse Ryan will now sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, now bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Jesse Ryan, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got the introductions done, the national anthem sung beautifully, and now it's time to play basketball. We got Munger Vision here at CSJ Athletic Complex. RPI in the red, taking on CSJ in their home whites. Drysdale will be jumping center against Flatry. We're good to go. 20-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Bite your tongue. Hopefully we won't get that Friday night. And Rupp with the basketball. Guarded by Kimball. And of course, one area the Saints' last 2 losses really needed to work in was their defense and their rebounding ability. Must be Valdez, very important on this offense. He's the guy that runs the offense. He does a good job of breaking presses, setting the table for the offense. And he can become a scorer when he needs to. Tyler Harrington with a three-point shot makes it 3-0 CSJ with the lead. You can hear all that chatting in the background. It's CSJ talking on defense. The fadeaway actually was a pass. They'll kick it back, put it up, and drain it. That's number 32, Bull, with a shot. So Jeremy Bull will make the first shot of the night for RPI. The Engineers, all the way up from Rensselaer, connected to the Albany area. Doug Childs, who's been quite the offensive juggernaut this year, out there for CSJ, dribbled right into the double team up ahead. They'll lay the pass out, and foul. And the shot didn't drop, but I'll tell you what, Valdez will pick up the foul as he got his Simons on the hand.
Foul whistle by number 1, Victor Valdez. On the line shooting for RPI is number 54, Sam Simmons.
And I want to correct myself, that's Simmons, not Simons. So Simmons at the line. He'll make that shot. We'll be tied at 3 now. Just underway, minute 6 seconds into the contest. 3-3 to score. CSJ after a 2-week layoff. Taking on RPI, and congratulations to the CSJ women's squad that's able to defeat Southern Vermont College in what was the pregame before this, and that's going to be thrown around on the floor, picked up by Drysdale, kind of, maybe, and timeout called by Harrington. Drysdale got possession of the ball. Harrington called timeout, and we'll follow Tyler over to the huddle, and we'll take a look at Coach Madgwick, Coach Jeff White, and Coach Phil Bartlett. We'll read the roster for it real quickly. We have number 1, Victor Valdez, number 5, Doug Childs, Jeff Heiser wears 10, Lewis Watkins is 11, Jamie Wright at 13, Ryan Kimball 14, Brad Drysdale 15, Tyler Harrington 21, 31 is Tyler Madison, and Moises Santana, number 34. That gave the possession to CSJ. That's what that timeout was taken. Harrington will be on the baseline. Valdez and Childs in the backcourt. Kimball and Drysdale at the midcourt stripe. As there's going to be a press in the backcourt by RPI. Drysdale up and got it. The freshman Drysdale with the bucket, and it goes 5-4 CSJ. On the wheel of the basket, Childs cut it off. Ball knocked loose. Harrington with a 2-on-3 will give it to Kimball, and he has the ball stripped. He'll go hard to the floor, and was last touched by Kimball. Yes, he'll be in the corner to RPI, and the Engineers will send number 32, Jeremy Bull, over, and Bull will bring it in to Lantry. Number 45 had the touch. Bull back with the basketball. He'll be guarded by Childs. And he looks to go down inside, and there's just no room to get the ball into Simmons. On the spin below the free throw line, up and set on the rim, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, off the glass and in for RPI. They'll take the lead back at 6-5. Palatre with the bucket. Childs all the way in, created contact and got the bucket. Well, they had a brutal off-season conditioning program set up by the athletic director, Mark Benetanis. And right there you can see that strength that was developed in the weight room by Childs. Simmons with the pass all the way across the baseline, has it taken away by Drysdale. He'll put it on the floor, one dribble, and find Valdez. Valdez to Childs, will be in the front court, 32 seconds on the shot clock. Valdez directing some traffic. He stands between circles, wants the screen to develop, never happened to come off to Childs. He'll split the defense. Oh, you hear all kinds of skin slapping. Childs follows his own shot up, got inside, got a hand on the ball.
Ball whistled on number 5.
Childs called for the foul. It sounded like he got hit on the hand on the shot. Lantry with the ball fake. We'll bring it back to Bull. Bull quickly, as you can see the tempo, both teams wanted to get the ball up and down the floor. That's going to be off the mark. That was Rupp with the long shot, and then Bull off from Childs out of bounds. The old schoolyard play, throwing the ball off the opponent, and it goes out of bounds. Rupp asked to move over about 4 feet to my left, his right, and 7-6 to score. CSJ with the lead. Jamie Ryda to the scores table. He'll be checking in for us, the Fighting Saints. Simmons gets it, little pull-up jumper.
Simmons.
Kimball will get in the air to get the basketball. He'll do a little hook move and long pass front court. Drysdale on the slashing move. Challenge down there by Simmons. And there's the steal by Harrington. He's going to go up and deliver. Oh, he got fouled on the dunk attempt. 2 shots coming up for Harrington after he made the steal. And now he's going to get 2 shots.
Foul whistled on number 54, Sam Simmons. Going to the line.
That's so Simmons' first foul.
Is number 21, Tyler.
Now stop the clock with 16:39 to go. Talking first half action, 20-minute halves. You're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. CSJ men's basketball action. They look to get back above 500. Ryda in for Kimball for CSJ. And Harrington's second shot will be good. Had to kind of nurse it in off the rim, but he got it. Simmons with the touch, he'll come back to Bull. There is quite a height advantage for the RPI engineers out there. Rupp came all the way around to meet the ball, got it into Simmons on a little lob to the free throw line. That's tipped by Drysdale. Almost got the steal, comes off now to Flatway. He'll wheel hook and got a foul on Drysdale. Yeah, that was a great offensive move right there. Now on the floor prior to any shot, 9-8 to score. CSJ with the lead. RPI with the basketball. Yeah, that went off from a CSJ player's hands up into the back supports on the backboard, and it's out of bounds, so RPI will maintain possession. Bull off the screen, no. The ball tipped around, comes down to the hands of Valdez, and Victor Valdez quickly directing some traffic, and he'll start that offense now. There's the crossover to the free throw line, hits the trailer and play. Harrington, he'll put up another 3 ball, no good. All red on the glass is Flantre who brought the ball down. Flantre, 45 out there with good size. They put Simmons down in the low post. He's doubled, he'll kick it back out. They'll swing it around now to the elbow. Bull with the 1 dribble, killed the dribble, lost penetration. Simmons posting up now. There's the double team to help, the fade, and no good. That was good defense all around by the Fighting Saints, and there's a foul. Valdez got the ball, and he was fouled.
Foul whistled on number 45, Ricky Velatre.
Velatre called for the foul. We have a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Bartlett, and his team up 9-8, possession of the basketball when they get out of the huddle. You see Ryda came around a few moves there to get open. He had to touch, and they threw into a crowd. Good balance for CSJ. Goes to Harrington on the cut. Ryda with the bucket. All right, it's Ryda with the basket. 11-8 now. 3-point bulge for CSJ. And they had a lot of time to work on a lot of things. They started off the season with 2 wins against weaker opponents, then played 2 quality schools and really kind of got taken to school both times. Here comes a long bounce pass up. Can't get the angle to get the shot up and in. Valdez, he's going to the line. Valdez going to the line to shoot a couple. I like the energy on the court early on here by CSJ.
Number 32, Jeremy Bull. On the line shooting for CSJ is number 1, Victor.
Yeah, so Valdez, the point guard out there, and he'll be at the line shooting 2. That's the 3rd team foul. First foul on Bull. And he just drills it right there. Makes it 12-8, Fighting Saints. And no. It's going to be all Flattre. Flattre on the rebound. See, Perner had the ball, came off to Simmons to Bull in the corner. Bull handles the ball an awful lot. He looks for Rupp on the cut, and that's really a well-executed play. Just didn't get the finish on the shot, but he had the spot he wanted, and they set the pick up high to spring him free. Defense that time, not really tagging it up, and that's what allowed that Rupp to come open. Ryda had the touch, goes to Valdez. 2 good ball handlers in right now with Valdez and Ryda. That's going to be tipped back out. They'll get a new 35-second shot clock to work with Childs with the touch, and Valdez being guarded out there by Perner. That's just great defense. He came around from behind, knocked the ball away, recovered. I'm talking about Simmons. Perner to Simmons on the trail. And boy, he's going to pull up from the free throw line. Yes! What had happened, there's a guideline up there. I don't know if you can see it right there. The basketball hit that, that's out of play, so there's no basket. 12-8, the score remains a 4-point lead for CSJ. Ryda against Rupp, and Ryda handles the ball well. He'll cut inside and just muscle it up. Oh, that's a great switch by Simmons. Almost created the turnover. Valdez doesn't want to dribble into the trap, throws over the top to Drysdale. Blocking foul. That's going to be Falatre with the foul. Yeah, that's just quickness down there. Two fouls on Falatre. And Drysdale showing you that explosive first step he has. Good quickness for a big man. Ryda will back up. Rupp will give him a little space to work with. And Ryda all the way over to the left side, way outside the elbow. Brings it back to Harrington. Harrington has excellent three-point touch for a big man. Most of the time, he's matched up where he can get the shot off over the top of his defender. Oh, look at Drysdale. Oh, a slicing move through the defense by Drysdale. There's a lob to Rupp. He'll bring the ball back. Perner with it with a touch. Perner being guarded by Valdez. They'll switch off to Simmons. Simmons had the ball briefly, goes to the corner. Bull on the cut, got the shot to drop. Nice movement without the ball by RPI. And Rupp reached around Ryda, knocked the ball out of bounds. Now Harrington will take the ball out of play this particular possession for CSJ. Clock down to 13:08 here in this first half of play, and the Saints up by 4. Valdez will take the sideline until the trap tried to develop, then he brought it all the way back to the middle. Had the ball off the back of his foot, regained control of it. This is Drysdale now. Drysdale, the rookie, up and got it! Drysdale! Well, he's doing it on drives to the hole, and he's doing it by just stepping up and taking the outside J. 16-10 now, and CSJ got to a very energetic start. A lot of energy, good positive energy on the court. Falatre. Perner up, and boy, how hard out the back of the iron. That's tipped around a couple times. Childs can't control it. Rupp with it will put it on the floor to avoid the travel call, and then they'll just whip the ball in that quick reversal passing into the Bulls' hands down the Falatre. Guarded by Drysdale. Took away the baseline on the elbow and out between circles. Rupp up, fires, no. Long rebound taken out of there by Childs. Harrington using that long wingspan of his to take control of that basketball. CSJ into the front court, and we got a foul. No, we have a carry called. I've seen more and more of that this year.
Checking in for CSJ from Brooklyn, New York.
Lewis Watkins coming into the ball game now for, I believe, Valdez. So Victor will come out. They'll push Ryda to the point, and Bull will take the ball out of bounds. He's backcourt with Perner, and Perner with a touch right here. Oh, almost got it taken away by Ryda on the crossover when he brought the ball out in front of himself. RPI and CSJ, and what's shaping up to be a dandy right here. Knocked out of his hands on the turn. Ball will come back to Bull. He'll dribble out top of the circle, go to Rupp. There's Simmons down low, turns, fires, tough angle. Rebound for Falatre. New shot clock, he's fouled, and going to the line, I believe, to shoot a couple. Watkins with the foul, and it is 2 shots for Falatre.
Foul whistle on number 11, Lou Watkins.
That'll be Watkins' first personal foul.
For RPI, number 45, Ricky Falatre.
So on the first of 2, and that foul called on Watkins, team's 4th foul, 16-10, 16-11 now on that made free throw. Long pause, big concentration, shot up and good, gets them both. 25, Kyle Jung, 25 coming in for RPI.
In for CSJ from Bolton, Vermont, number 10, Jeff Heiser.
And Heiser, the instant spark off the bench now for CSJ. He can do it with his defense, he can do it with his offense, he can do it with just his pure hustle and enthusiasm out there. But that will give Harrington a chance to get a breather. Watkins ran the baseline, got it to Childs. Childs now will work the point, and he'll spin away, and he'll have the ball taken away by Perner, who came in on the backside undetected, and an easy bucket cuts the lead to 2 at 16-14. Now they have the ball in the hands of Ryda. That's what they wanted to run the point the last time up, but they denied the ball to him. Talking about RPI, of course. And Harrington, after a very brief rest, back at the scores table, all ready for CSJ. Heiser tried to set the screen. Childs brought it near the screen, then pulled it back out and swung the ball back to Ryda. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Watkins, Childs, shot going up, and no. Long rebound, Perner will then he'll put it on the floor and bring it down the court himself. He's met there by Childs, who'll make the pick. He has one more defender to beat, and he'll go out from the foot of Bull.
Checking back in for CSJ, number 1, Victor Valdez, and number 21, Tyler Harrington.
Yeah, Harrington and Valdez both back in the basketball game. Kaiser will stay in along with Watkins and Drysdale. That's the 5 on the floor for CSJ.
Also checking in for the Engineers, number 42, Rashad Simmons.
Yeah, Rashad Simmons, 42 coming in now. They also have 54 Sam Simmons out there. So a couple Simmons on the court. Yeah, that never had a chance. We're looking for Drysdale. He was double teamed and into the open court, up and got it. Tough shot. It will go for Blackmore. Blackmore will make the shot, and that'll tie the score at 16. So a 6-point lead by CSJ gone, and there's a foul call. This could be the 15th foul. No shots yet.
Foul whistle on number 5, DJ Blackmore.
Well, I have it as Blakemore, but we'll wait and see. Blakemore called for the foul. Tyler Madison, number 31, at the scorer's table for the Fighting Saints. He'll be checking in the next opportunity for CSJ. 10:27 to go in this first half, and Drysdale will kick it back out. Harrington has a shot blocked. Comes down to the hands of Heiser. He reverses. No! A typical Heiser highlight move. Foul called, and I think Watkins is going to the line. And 2 shots. Watkins will be going to the line. Yeah, Jung called for the foul, and that's going to send Watkins to the line. That's the 16th foul on RPI. So Watkins up, and no. Kind of flatlined it.
For the Fighting Saints from Brooklyn, Vermont, number 31, Tyler Madison.
And so Madison will take Heiser's spot on the floor. It's Drysdale and Harrington down on the blocks right now with Valdez and Madison. And of course, Watkins taking the free throws. That's the 5 on the floor for CSJ. Nope, that'll rim out. And Harrington tried to keep it alive and tiptoes in front of the bench. And it should be RPI ball, and that's what we're going to have. Blakemore will take the ball out of bounds right now. Oh no, they're going to give it to CSJ. So Harrington has to go down to the corner, and that's where Tyler will go. So all that hustle paid off by Harrington. Madison in a lot of trouble right there. A lot of red jerseys on. We'll go back to Drysdale up, and oh, what a sweet move by Drysdale. CSJ now with that 18-16 lead. Simmons down in the low post, rifles the pass back up top to Blakemore. And they'll come off to another Simmons. This is Simmons number 42. RPI with a lot of changes out there, and that's going to be a foul. Basket's good, and Drysdale swatted at the ball, and that's a rookie mistake right there. He'll pick up the foul. Chance for a 3-point play.
The basket by Kyle Jung is good.
So Jung at the line trying to complete the 3-point play, which also would give RPI back the lead. It's 18-all right now with 9:46 to go in the first half. And he'll get it, and it'll be a 19-18 game. They'll kick the ball back up top. Watkins to Valdez. Now Childs back at the scores table, number 5 for the Fighting Saints. Drysdale pulls it up this time, and he'll be long and strong. Becomes a pass to Watkins to Harrington. He'll put it on the floor, bump, hooked, and got it. Great job by Harrington. Off balance, shoots the ball very well off balance, whether he's way outside or inside tight quarters like that. Nice pass. There's the double team down in the block, so swing the ball around. This is a 3-point shot. Got it! with the defender all over him. Anderson with the defender just basically all over him. So we're at a 22-20 game, RPI with the lead. Got the defender in the air, didn't take the shot. Drysdale will get the ball back to Valdez. 17 on the shot clock. Madison with the touch. He'll just back up, and Anderson followed him out. That shot up and no good. Look at that weak side rebound. Foul. Harrington, just tremendous hustle. Great anticipation. See the ball, get the ball. Always moving forward, and he'll get the offensive rebound, put the shot up, and get fouled. So Simmons, 54, will pick up his second foul.
Tyler Harrington.
So one of the team leaders out there, Harrington. Will get it first shot.
Checking in for CSJ.
Got Childs and Kimball, 5 and 14 back in the basketball game for CSJ. Jeremy Colin coming to number 24 now for the RPI Engineers. Of course, I think of RPI, I think hockey, and I think Joe Juneau was the top choice for the Boston Bruins several years ago. Of course, he had a great career at the Bruins and with the Washington Capitals.
Tyler Harrington.
But, I mean, tonight's basketball, 22 all, and Blakemore with the catch, and boy, he took some funny steps, and it was okay, I guess. Kimball with a tremendous size disadvantage up top. They didn't really take advantage of it, and Simmons will go in. Rashad Simmons and get the basket. We're tied at, well, I thought we were going to be tied at 24. It's 24-22. RPI with the lead. Kimball let the defender go by, sets himself up for a three ball. He's going to be off balance and short. And this will be Blakemore. 8:06 to go in the first half. Blakemore quickly into the front court. Goes to the corner. There's the catch. To the hole. The left hand. Little finger roll.
Rashad Simmons.
And Rashad Simmons showing us some flashes of just brilliant offense right there. As Ryda, number 13, will be checking back in for Coach Bartlett Saints as soon as possible. That's Blakemore on Valdez. They'll come off to Kimball, and Kimball will pull the ball back up between the circles, snap it off to Watkins. Watkins well beyond the elbow, and penetration by Valdez. He'll spin off it, give it to Kimball, and no. Down it was going to go, and then a pop back out, and Blakemore had to reach behind to get the pass. That threw off the chance to go down inside for the quickie shot, and that's going to be tipped around, controlled by Harrington. We have a full timeout taken by, yeah, you see right there, Coach Bartlett with a full timeout, down 4, 22-26, 7:17 to go in the first half. They put Colin on the ball. Tyler Harrington able to get the ball in play. This is Ryda isolated in the back court. Quickly will break the press, 26 seconds on the shot clock. This is Watkins with it. Same 5 come back out after the timeout taken by CSJ. Watkins took it awkwardly to the hole, and that's going to be out of bounds. It should be white basketball. Now, good effort down there by 52, Mike Breon.
Now back in for CSJ, number 15.
Now Drysdale for Watkins. That's a CSJ change. Gives them Harrington and Drysdale, a little height down inside now.
I know what it is. Brad, go block, Brad.
Yeah, they're going to question, reset the shot clock. Okay. So Harrington will wait the ball, gets the ball, set to put the ball in the play. Will come off to Valdez. Valdez with Blakemore on him. Blakemore's played very well since coming into the ball game for RPI. Childs with the pull, blocked by Rashad Simmons. Not only did he block it, but he controlled the ball. He'll hit the trailer, bobbled around. Blakemore able to recover it. Now the defense coming out with 6:39 to go the first half. There's a chance by Ryda and just couldn't get to it. Up and got it. Then they gave him the baseline. He took advantage of it. But there's, yeah, Rashad Simmons that time came out very aggressively. He got called for the foul, and that's going to be a push foul.
Number 42, Rashad Simmons.
And that will be the 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul, and that will send Victor Valdez to the line. Saints offense has been kind of struggling the last 2.5 to 3 minutes, so this would be a good chance for him right here to get some free throws and kind of get some points on the board. 28-22, 6-point lead for RPI. Saints led by 7 at one point. Harrington up and got Harrington, got the rebound, got the basket, got fouled. I'll tell you what, Harrington have a tremendous first half here.
Ball whistled on number 24, Jeremy Cologne. The basket by Tyler Harrington is good. Tyler will be shooting.
Cologne called for the foul. That's the 9th team foul. So next foul committed by RPI will be the double bonus the rest of his first half for the Fighting Saints. And Harrington, with that beautiful soft touch of a shot, swishes it. 28-25, lead down to 3. RPI with the ball and with the lead. Blakemore sees the paint, takes the paint, and makes that look easy. Again, I talked about the 2 losses. CSJ really got exposed. Their Achilles' heels was their interior defense. And right there you see the lack of it again as the ball was able to come down inside too easy. Shot taken from about 6 feet away. This is going to be Childs behind the back, lost control of it and lost the ball, yes. To the hole and high off the glass, no good. Harrington again with yet another rebound, backed up to clear the way from the defense and gets the ball off to Valdez. Valdez to the elbow, gives it off to Drysdale. There's the baseline and boy, he does that beautiful. It looks like he's too far of an angle behind the backboard. Then he'll pull up and just kind of glide over to a shooting angle. And he does it very, very well. That's Rashad Simmons, no good, and that's going to be the follow-up by number 24, Cologne, and he was fouled. Boy, Valdez picking up his second foul, and Cologne going to the line.
On the line shooting for the Engineers is number 24, Jeremy Cologne.
So Cologne, this is 2 shots, even though it's only the 16th foul. He's fouled in the act of shooting at the free throw line. Cologne will be good. Now Bull, 32, coming back in for RPI. He's going to replace Anderson.
32.
Cologne's second attempt will make it 32-27.
Jeremy Cologne.
So Valdez and Blakemore, nice matchup to watch tonight. They've been going at each other pretty good. I gotta give Blakemore a little bit of an edge right now. On the trail, it was Ryda that got the ball. Really didn't have any space to take the shot, and this is Drysdale. He'll cross over and then kill the dribble, and he'll take a little bump with his rump, and look at that no-look pass. Childs will get it. What a beautiful no-look pass. 32-29, Saints down 3. So you can see Rashad Simmons hold the ball way outside and pass up the 3-point shot. So I tell you what, they're saying it hit the guide cable, but it's not wiggling. That was a tremendous straight up, straight down shot. Childs in, double clutches, and he's going to the line to shoot a couple. 10th team foul on RPI. It's going to be Rashid Simmons called for the foul.
Number Rashad Simmons, number 42. Going to the line, shooting a pair for CSJ is number 5, Doug Childs.
And Rupp coming back in. He's at the scores table for RPI, and he's going to be allowed to go in for number 42, Rashad Simmons. So Childs makes it 34-30 with a second shot coming up with 4:18 to go in the first half. Got them both.
Doug Childs.
And I see him leave open Bull here, and Bull will be working against Ryda to bring the ball up. Travel call. Yeah, nice ball fake by Breon, but he did shuffle the feet, got called for the travel, and CSJ trying to take advantage of this turnover. They're down just 3. They're going to have Harrington bring the ball into play. He's looking for Ryda, and I tell you what, Ryda was in a whole group of people. I don't think that one had a chance from the get-go. It really worked. Rupp got the defender in the air, dribbled in a little closer, slides the ball along the baseline. Beautiful pass, and Cologne with the finish. But just a nice job of really moving without the ball and passing. Drysdale traveled, yeah. He did. He did. He doesn't believe it, but when he watches the game tape, he'll know he did.
Now checking in for RPI number 25, Kyle Jones.
25. Jung back in the ball game for RPI. Clock down to 3:45 in this first half. 36-31, RPI with the lead. You're watching Munger Vision. College basketball on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. We'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game at this conclusion of the contest. And then the player will receive the donated CSJ player of the game from White Birch Realty. Childs to Harrington. He wanted the ball sooner. Cologne bought the ball fake. There's Harrington up and fouled. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Harrington. Yeah, offensive foul called.
Whistle against Tyler Harrington, number 21.
17th foul, player control foul. That's why there's no shots being awarded here. Blakemore with the ball in the backcourt and just one-on-one isolation against Valdez. Valdez playing with those 2 fouls. Drysdale in the corner, took away the baseline. Forces him to bring the ball back to Rupp. He ball faked just below the free throw line. Now give it off to Cologne. He'll put it up and nail it. Rattle it in. And there goes Ryder. He just won by 3 red jerseys. Harrington with the catch, the shot, no good. Weak side rebound will come down to Drysdale, and he had a block. Up ahead to Blakemore. Oh, Victor. 3 fouls on Valdez. That's one you might want to let go. Yeah, so 3 fouls on Valdez.
On number 1, Victor Valdez. On the line, shooting for RPI number 5, DJ Blakemore.
Yeah, I think you trade that uncontested shot off. I would, for not picking up a 3rd foul. That'll be good with 2:38 to go. Makes it 39-31. RPI with the lead. Kimball off the bench, the scores table. He'll be checking in.
Checking back in for the Fighting Saints.
Yeah, so Valdez will sit down probably the remainder of this first half, which is only 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. So that will put Ryder and Kimball and Childs now in the ball handling positions. Childs pass Bull just into the front court. Almost lost it. He got a little bit too far ahead of himself. Drysdale, stop. He'll kick the ball back up top. Nice catch by Doug Childs. 22 on the shot clock. Kimball, Childs, Ryder. 14 on the shot clock, and they need some movement on offense. He'll back it up. And, tell you what, they're going to call a foul on Harrington. And he's done about it a long time before he put his arms around Cologne, but it's a good call, and it's a foul, and it's Harrington's 2nd.
Jeremy Cologne.
It's a funny call, because a lot of times you see a ref that won't call that, and you don't understand how you can't reach around and not be called for the hold, but Cologne at the line will be up, and no. Short on the first shot, and then, yeah, Kimball just got bowled over by Jung. Kimball will be heading back down the other end. That's 2 shots coming up for CSJ. Double bonus, 10 fouls, more than 10 fouls on RPI. CSJ down by 9 right now. That lead just kind of keeps creeping up. And Kimball, very good from the foul line, will nail that one. Cuts the lead to 8. Kimball up, and Kimball, no. Rupp with the rebound, and he's going to bring the ball down himself. So he got the rebound and got the ball, and it's going to be Bull. Now Cologne. Harrington playing with 2 fouls. Valdez on the bench with 3. RPI with a lot of time left, 17 on the shot clock. Ball fake, drive hold. Childs reached out and grabbed him. That's going to be 2 on Childs. Yeah, I got caught flat-footed and just reached out, and that's going to be 2 shots now for Rupp, as that's the 10th team foul on CSJ.
On the line, shooting for RPI, number 12, Tim Rupp.
So the clock stops with 1:43. Both teams in a double bonus. That shot good. 52 coming back in is Breon. Mike Breon coming in for Mike Bryan. So I can't read my handwriting. Mike Bryan coming in. Got it.
10 more up.
See Kimball trying to find that little seam to come up. To Ryda in the front court. Pass came to Harrington, and he just hit Ryda on the wing. Now Ryda back to Harrington. Childs. Kimball. Again, right now the interior defense being played very well by RPI. Drysdale turned fired, hit the side of the backboard. Here comes Rupp into the front court. Rupp looks for the trailer on the plate. Bryant up and no. Thought he might get the charity bounce off the second dribble of the ball on the rim, but just didn't happen. And yeah, he's out of bounds. Drysdale caught the ball, but was out of bounds right in front of the RPI bench, and there were plenty of witnesses to point out to the ref that it was out of bounds. I think when Blakemore came in is when the tempo really changed of the game for RPI. They forced Bull all the way back. That was Kimball there defensively. Cologne, Harrington on him. CSJ needing some defensive energy here to make some stops with 45 seconds to go. Bryan up and no. Kimball's going to be called for a little nudge there. Yeah, that'll send RPI to the line to shoot a couple. Bull going to line number 32.
On the line shooting for RPI's number 32, Jeremy Bull.
Yeah, so Jeremy Bull will eye the basket and no. Bull back at work, up and got it.
Jeremy Bull.
Yeah, shot clock and game clock, 5-second differential.
Right there.
Yep. As Childs took it hard into him, got him in there. Yeah, with a hand check foul. That's going to send Doug Childs to the line to shoot two.
Number 32, Jeremy Bull. On the line.
And with the lead at 11, very critical here to end this last minute of play. Try to put together a little flurry. He'll make it a 10-point ball game, 43-33 with Doug Childs made free throw. Doug Childs up and gets them both, cuts the lead to 9. Now the shot clock off, but they still need a defensive stand here. I do not believe you'll see RPI play for the last shot, and Rupp stumbled and able to regain his balance, keep the ball under control. Very good move there by Rupp. Blakemore will spin over the top of the defense, get it to Rupp. He'll make the grab. 13 seconds left on the game clock. Bryan, little jump hook, no good. Ball batted around, got a fall. And boy, temper's flying, and Drysdale and Bryan, and I'm not really sure what precipitated that. Offsetting technicals, and RPI would like to know. RPI would like to know why they got a technical. They're saying an elbow and then a punch throw, and that's why. Well, offsetting technicals. Yeah, I want to see the refs having a little conference here. This is all taking place with just 8.2 seconds to go in the first half. Drysdale having a big first half, and that's what I want to see, who's going to be allowed to take the free throws for CSJ. And Phil wants an explanation. Technical's offset, he said. And what Harrington's shooting is the original foul. Explaining the team foul, personal foul differences to the bookkeepers. That is counts as a team foul.
Yes.
So a lot of homework being done on this. Okay, so they want to know. Last question for RPI is who was the foul on for CSJ? It was on number 15.
We lost 7 technical fouls. Tyler Harrington shooting the penalty for CSJ.
So Harrington got it. Cuts the lead to 43-35. Lead down to 8. Watkins coming in for Drysdale. Yeah, it's a good move to Drysdale there.
Checks in for CSJ.
And you'll make them both.
Tyler Harrington.
So a little flurry at the end, cuts the lead to 7. We had some little extra action there. Shot will count, Cologne up, and got it at the buzzer. So Cologne with a big shot at the buzzer, 45-36, RPI with the lead over CSJ.
CSJ 36.
Harrington getting set to put the ball into play. Obviously the Saints will have the first possession of the second half. Down 45-36. We had double technicals called late in the first half of play. Temper's got a little juiced, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Doug Childs. As Simmons hit the deck, he planted himself ahead of the play, and it's going to be 3 fouls on Childs, 3 on Valdez already. And CSJ got to have a strong opening 5-6 minutes here because they can't let this thing get so far away from them. We need to make a statement. See Bull with the ball to Simmons. Quick around to Rupp, downside to flat tray. That's tipped around and controlled, and there's a foul called on Turner. And at 23, Turner called for the foul.
Ball whistled on number 23, Rory Turner.
That's will be side out for the Saints. Harrington will come down 21. He'll put the ball on the play. And again, he's got Valdez, Kimball, Childs, and Drysdale out there. That's the 5 on the floor for Coach Phil Bartlett. Bartlett will cross. Bartlett won't. He's on the bench over here in his suit. It's going to be Childs with the crossover, and he'll start again. He'll penetrate, take it into the hole, and get the bucket this time. Much more under control. And Valdez is going to be careful. He's playing with 3 fouls. Coach Bartlett just took a deep breath there on that aggressive charge towards the player by Valdez. Simmons with Harrington on him. Harrington playing with 2 fouls. They came late in the first half. Nice job. Brought the ball high, then rolled it down inside, and it goes 47-38. RPI with the lead. They're in the red uniforms. If you're just joining us, we'll have the White Birch Realty Rupp called for the push. Yep. We'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game at the conclusion of the contest. They'll receive the donated t-shirt from White Birch Realty. Childs feels the pressure by Bull, and they're going to call him for the ride. The 32 Bull is called for the foul.
32 Jeremy Bull.
Well, all of a sudden, that's going to be 3 fouls on Bull and 3 fouls on the team here very quickly in the first minute, 20 seconds. And that will bring Evans, Anderson, coming number 15, Anderson in the game for RPI. Bull sits down. Drysdale with the basketball. Galatre on him defensively, and they're going to come to Valdez. He'll take the dribble in, kick it back out, and oh yeah! Drysdale with a 3-ball cuts the lead to 6. The big man doing it from every spot on the floor offensively. And that technical foul he picked up did count not only as a team foul, but also as a personal foul. Simmons fades, fires, no good. Rupp with the rebound, kicked it back out to Perner. He'll take it in the end. On the weak side, wide open. He just took it to the hole, kissed it off the glass, and got the bucket. Valdez and company got to get their space here right now. Everybody's at the ball, and this is Drysdale isolated against Flatche. Childs will hold it out with Anderson on him defensively now after the switch was made on the substitution. It's an 8-point lead, and they tried to spread the floor and let Childs go one-on-one. That was well defended that time by RPI. Harrington up and got it! Harrington with a three-pointer. Makes the lead 5, 49-44 RPI. The Engineers in the red have the lead. They did trail at 1 point early in the contest by 7, but they kind of found the matchups, and they've attacked that low post defense. It's been a bother all year been a problem all year for CSJ. Drysdale up high, wants to penetrate. He'll force the shot up. It'll be off the mark, and it'll be a 1-and-out series. Here comes Rupp to Anderson. Anderson, that ball knocked around by a couple different safes. It'll go out of bounds off from CSJ. Belongs to RPI. They're going to run it. Oh, Simmons cherry picking. Easy right there. Easy bucket. Kimball catches, shoots, and no. One thing the Sage can't afford to do is go to the 1-and-out series like they've done the last 2 times down. Perner to Rupp down inside. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Harrington. Well, beat him to the spot. He got in down on the sweet spot, and it's going to be Watkins in the ball game with 16:34 to go.
Now checking in for CSJ, number 11, Lou Watkins.
So Watkins in for Kimball. Harrington now joins a crowd of CSJ players with 3 fouls. Simmons, one more time, got it.
Simmons.
Valdez call, no, they're going to call a foul. Valdez the victim of the foul. 45 is going to be Simmons call. 3 fouls on Falache, I'm sorry. Falache with 3 fouls now. They'll come up to Watkins. He'll swing it over to Drysdale. He wants to work baseline. Offensive foul called on Drysdale. Yeah, cleared him out with the forearm.
15, Brad Drysdale.
That's his 4th personal. They'll bring Heiser into the ballgame. Oh, again, look at that interior defense. No boxing out and just easy access down inside. Drysdale with the 4 fouls, going to take it right to the hole, and goaltend called. No basket, they're saying. No goaltending.
Foul whistle on number 45, Ricky Falache.
Falache called for the foul. That'll become his 4th, and it's in Drysdale to the line. He's got 4 fouls. Heiser coming in the ball game. Line with number 25 for RPI, Jung. Got it.
Checking in for RPI.
Falache will sit down, and that's who the substitution will be coming in with Jung for Falache. And in less than 5, just a little over 4 minutes of basketball, the 2 teams have combined for 8 fouls. Drysdale will get them both, and Heiser will take over for Drysdale.
For CSJ, Colby, Vermont's number 10, Jeff Heiser.
So Anderson now, with no traffic in front of him, will speed into the front court. Go back to Perner between circles. He'll call the play out. Come to Anderson. Anderson will be guided by Childs. They'll get inside to Simmons, and he'll swish it. Just a free throw is all it was, and he made the bucket. Again, they're getting the ball down in below, either equal to or below the free throw line. You see Childs working against, they isolate him against Anderson. They've got I'm not really I think I'm sold on the offense of this team, but it's what they run. And in the last 3 games, it really has not been that effective. And Simmons looks at his hands, but that wasn't his fault. The pass was high and wide behind him. And so 59-46. CSJ down by 13. They need a run right now. They need to get the lead down around 6-7 points right now. And Valdez coming back to meet the pass, goes off his hands hard, comes down to Perner. Perner to Anderson, and I'm not sure how there's no foul there, but the Saints spot a break right there. Didn't get the foul called. It's going to be Saints basketball. So Watkins in the ball game, number 11, get himself in position here to receive the pass. We're up on him. Valdez will come back. Harrington will give him the basketball. And Valdez strapped with the 3 fouls in the first half. And now there's a couple more Saints that join him in that category. Watkins might have traveled, got away with it. There's the ball fake, the pass down inside, and the finish. Heiser with the bucket. Simmons got in the air. They got the pass off. They reverse it around. This is Rupp now, and plenty of time on the shot clock. 23 seconds still on the shot clock. He'll slide the ball down to Anderson. Well, I tell you what, Rupp just found himself a home down in the paint. And they finally got him the basketball. He got an easy little 2 points on that one. 61-48, 13-point lead for RPI. Tell you what, Anderson sold it. Childs didn't like it, but Anderson sold it. Ryda coming in the ballgame for Childs. Childs holding his thigh area, so I don't know if he's got a cramp or a spasm. So that now becomes the 4th foul on Doug Childs. He'll join Drysdale with 4. Nice catch by Anderson. He'll get it down in the corner, and it's going to be Simmons. Harrington playing with 3 fouls, slapping at the ball, and look at that. Yeah, Tyler had to back off on the 4th foul, and that made it an easier offensive rebound in the putback, and get a foul called on Blakemore.
Foul whistle on number 5, DJ Blakemore.
So Blakemore called for his 2nd foul. Watkins needs some people to come back and help, and Harrington heard the footsteps. They're got a foul called on Simmons. Yeah, and that's, again, the 2 teams have combined for 11 fouls in 6.5 minutes. We're going to be here all night long at this pace with the fouls. That's the 1-1 already with 13:27 to go in the ball game. It's already the 1-1. And I believe it's Harrington going to the line to shoot the 1-1. Well, I can't tell you how critical this is, considering CSJ's offense from the field has gone very cold. They got to start chipping away somewhere. Might as well start right here from the free throw line. He'll get it, and he'll have a chance for the 50th point of the night on his next shot. That's 3 fouls on Simmons, number 54 for RPI. Harrington does, makes it a 63-50 game. But again, they need to come up with a way to stop the easy inside baskets. I'm talking about shots from below the free throw line. Like that one. Rupp was 4 feet below the free throw line when he let that little running one-hander go. 65-50 RPI. Ryda in the ball game, number 13 has it, gets it off to Harrington. He'll put it up, and will he get the bounce? Nope. Yeah, it hit the cable, support cable, and that's how to play. And it'll be red basketball.
Number 15, Brad Drysdale. In for the Engineers, number 42, Rashad Simmons.
That's so Rashad Simmons, who was quite a spark back in the ball game, 42. He had a very good, solid first half of play. So Rashad Simmons, 42, and 54 out there, of course, is Simmons also. That's Sam Simmons. Blakemore with the basketball against Valdez. Valdez on the defense. They'll go down inside and kick the ball back out. Anderson. Again, look at him keep the ball alive. He didn't expect the pass. Yeah. They're going to overrule, so the ball was tipped out of bounds by CSJ. The pass was intended for Kyle Jung. So Anderson to Blakemore to Simmons. He'll spin away, and Harrington trying to sell the offensive foul. Took himself out of the play. Heiser will pick up the personal foul. Yeah. On the arm, that's the 15th foul. That will send Sam Simmons to the line and shoot a couple.
For RPI is number 54, Sam Simmons.
It's Bull, number 32, and I believe that's... We'll have to wait and see. I can't see his jersey number. Oh, Cologne out there. At the scores table, getting set to check in for RPI. And they will come in now on the second shot.
For the Engineers, number 24, Jeremy Cologne, and number 32, Jeremy Bull.
And that's going to be fouled by Blakemore as he got the push from behind against Harrington. And we'll have shots the other way. Oh, like I said, it's going to be a long second half.
Now checking in for CSJ from Rutland, Vermont, number 31, Tyler Madison.
Yeah, Tyler Madison in the ballgame, 31 for CSJ, and I believe he's going to replace Heiser. So Heiser will sit down.
Tyler Harrington. Now checking in for the Engineers, number 10, Ike Rodriguez.
Ike Rodriguez in the ballgame for Blakemore for RPI. And Harrington will get that shot to drop, and he's been very efficient, very good tonight from the free throw line as usual. 66-51, a 15-point lead for the Engineers. That's going to be no good, and it's all red on the boards. This will be Sam Simmons. They'll bring the ball down. Got the rebound, brought it down, gives it off to Rashad Simmons, 42. He'll slide the ball down to Cologne. Cologne up over the top and in. Again, it's not so much the defense after they make the catch or the pass. It's where they establish themselves. They're down that low. They take it. A little excitement on that play. Bodies got tangled up. People fell down, and they're going to say red ball. And Rashid Simmons got open at midcourt, and there's the catch by Cologne. He'll hit the trailer on the play, which is Rodriguez. The Bull. Now just, again, swing the ball around. They just run a very orchestrated offense. Simmons will wheel and get it. Whoops, you didn't see it because I missed it. He got it, though. You got to believe me. 70 points given up by the Saints defense. And there's still 11 and a half minutes to go. And again, this is what their problem was in their two losses. Really exposed how much their defense has got to be worked on, especially the interior defense, the rebounding and blocking out, and their offense, which really puts a lot of pressure on their defense right now. Tell you, everything but the basket. Valdez with the ball, and then we got he stepped on the inline, and the ball will go over to RPI. So RPI just on the verge of breaking this thing completely up and out of control. It's a 17-point lead, but they're just looking so convincing doing it. Like that, I mean, just easy access. He just blew the layup, but he had nothing but an easy lane to drive. Drysdale behind the back will get control of the ball, kick it back outside. This is going to be Ryda, no good from the outside. Harrington boxed out beautifully. And Rodriguez with the basketball. Saints, well, at this rate, on their way to their third straight loss. That's going to be blocked by a couple different Saints. Ball on the floor. Jump ball called. As Cologne will get up off the floor along with Madison. Let's swing it around as Santana. Oh, that shot will drop. I meant Rodriguez, I'm sorry. And Simmons will make the basket. 72-53. Saints looking at a huge deficit to come out of. Drysdale will spin. And going to be a foul called on Simmons as he does a complete somersault on the floor. Watkins coming into the basketball game.
Foul whistled on number 54, Sam Simmons. On the line shooting for CSJ, number 15, Brad Drysdale.
And they're going to Doug Childs back in the ball game, along with Watkins and then Palatre. Also at the free throw line, or at the score table, getting set to check in. Drysdale will miss that shot.
In for RPI, number 45, Ricky Palatre. Back in for CSJ, number 11, Lou Watkins, and number 5, Doug Childs.
Yeah, so Madison will sit down along with Ryda. Drysdale trying to salvage 1 and 2. That was the fourth foul on Sam Simmons for RPI.
Drysdale.
Well, it started off good for the Saints early on. They had a 7-point lead, but they're down 72-54 now. Again, look where he is down inside. He'll miss the shot. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Childs. Childs with a 1-on-4 will bring it around and have a shot blocked to Childs. He'll save the ball. No, he'll go out of bounds. And Phil just got a technical foul. That'd be his first technical. And I'm waiting to see who's going to take the shots for RPI. It's going to be. It's going to be Bull 32 coming down, and Jeremy Bull. That happens with 9:42 to go, and that'll be up and good. 73-54. Well, a couple things Coach Bradley wanted to work upon was improving the defense. Last year's squad. He instituted a completely new offense, and the biggest thing I thought was surprising, because I followed Mayflower Conference basketball for decades, and now it's Sunrise Conference, was he looked at the records of past teams and he wanted to come in with a winning, big-time winning record into the conference, like coming, hypothetically like a 28-5, 17-8. I mean, not have a losing record or 500 record, or just barely above 500. But that's tough to do, because outside the conference competition, they play a very tough non-conference schedule. So the teams like Mark Benatas's Mayflower Conference Championship team didn't have a great overall record, but they had a very good conference record. And same thing like the JoJo Blenny squads. Actually, she had a good overall record career, but she had a good conference record. I think these last 3 games kind of showing them what's outside the Sunrise Conference that you're up against in these non-conference games. And it gets frustrating when you believe as strongly in defense as Coach Bartlett does, and you're looking at the last 3 scores from the last 3 games with draw losses. They were a tremendous amount of points given up and very one-sided losses. This is a 20-point ball game right now with 9:24 to go in the second half. Saints down 21 now, but the thing is, they've given up 75 points, and there's still a half of basketball to go. Drysdale, nope, way outside. We have a foul down inside, and Blakemore didn't like the call, and he's going to be called for the foul. Yep.
Whistle on number 5, DJ Blakemore.
Yeah, so it's going to be Watkins going to the line.
Going to the line, shooting the double bonus for CSJ is number 11, Lou Watkins.
Sam Simmons at the scores table. He'll be checking back in on the second shot. He's going to replace Cologne. Cologne with good minutes off the bench. And then Rashad Simmons coming in 42. He'll come in for Blakemore. And what's become a very ground-out affair here in the second half. Good time to congratulate the CSJ women. They won the opening game here. They defeated Southern Vermont College. So Bull will get the ball into Simmons. He'll break the timeline, and then Watkins getting back into defensive position. Rodriguez out there. Getting a couple areas, CSJ boxing out, rebounding, and interior defense from the free throw line in. 75-55, leads at 20. 8:45 to go in the basketball game. Bull will kick it out. Rodriguez will set up for a three ball. Be hard off the back of the iron. Long rebound created from the long shot, and here comes Valdez. Yeah, after tonight, there's Childs with a three-pointer. CSJ, I believe it, they won't be home until the 10th of January. I could be off by a day or two there, but it'll be mid-January before they're back home again. They also have that 3-week break for winter, for holiday vacation, Christmas vacation. 75-58. Now last year, the Saints were down 21 points in the second half to Fort Kent. Came back to lose that game by 1 point. I don't have that feeling here tonight. Valdez with the catch, the dribble behind the back, slices through, and yeah, 2 shots coming up for Valdez. Yeah, they've been combined for over 20 fouls the two teams have here in the second half alone.
Line shooting for CSJ, number 1, Victor Valdez.
There's Rupp at the scores table. He'll be coming in just a sec. And with Jamie Ryda, number 13 for CSJ, and he's going to come in for Watkins.
Jamie Ryda.
And it'll go 77-59. As Valdez will rattle that one in there. Rodriguez looks, finds Simmons. Simmons to Rupp in the corner. There's the flash, and again, they'll just orchestrate that offense very well out there. And the basket by Sam Simmons. A couple Simmons on the floor. That's why I have to identify him now. Ryda angled away from the basket, and he's going to be double teamed along the side. And we'll come back to Harrington. He'll set his feet, and Tyler Harrington. 79-62, lead down to 17, and inside reversal, no, set on the rim, tipped around. Belantre, no good. Right here's what I'm talking about. How many tries did they just surrender? And Drysdale, by his reaction, just fouled out. Yeah, Drysdale has fouled out.
From number 15, Brad Drysdale.
Yeah, that's gonna
be by Sam Simmons is good. Sam will be shooting 1.
That's 5 fouls on Drysdale, so he will. Going to bring in Madison. Madison will come in for Drysdale. That's the second game this season that Drysdale has fouled out. But you can see the flashes of brilliance of things to come from him in the future. 81-62. Off several chances on the offensive boards. And they'll allow Cologne to come in for Sam Simmons. To lead back to 20 at 82-62. 6:55 to go on the evening. This is Ryda against Rashid Simmons. Tyler Madison, nothing went around, and now Ryda got inside position, tried to keep the ball alive, and then just lost it out of bounds.
In for RPI number 23, Rory Perner.
So Perner back in the ball game, also number 23 for RPI. Rupp with the catch, Madison on defensively. Rupp having a lot of trouble there. There's the trap, and they're able to break the timeline. Well, basically with a second left, Perner with the ball now, and it's going to be Valdez out on him. Shot from inside the free throw line again. The tip back, trying to jam it, no good. That was Fletcher. Rupp up, Rupp got it. Second chance points tonight are astronomical in favor of RPI. Childs bombing away for three, no good. Another one and out. Cologne with the rebound. He'll bring it down to Perner. Perner to the logo over the center court mark, and we'll go around Valdez below the free throw line, up and got it. That's interior defense for the lack of stopping the ball up top. And that has plagued CSJ for the last 3 games. Now Harrington saw the dunk coming, tried to get in the way and make a clean block on it, and picked up his 4th foul.
Foul whistled on number 21, Tyler Harrington.
4 fouls on Harrington.
On the line, shooting.
They've already lost Drysdale, who's fouled out of the ballgame. There's Anderson at the scores table getting set to check in for RPI. A little long, little strong.
Now in for RPI, number 15, Eric Anderson. And number 34, Travis Jones.
And Travis Jones in for Rupp as he makes his first appearance of the ball game tonight. And that's going to drop for him. And also Jung to come back in the ball game for Palatre. 88-62, largest lead of the contest for RPI. So Valdez, who played that first half with 3 fouls, did a good job not picking up another foul here so far yet in the second half. They'll be out from Madison's hands, out of bounds. 34 with the basketball right now is Jones. He'll bring it into Anderson. Anderson isolated in the backcourt against Ryda. Then Ryda being physical, getting up there, bumping him. 24 on the shot clock. Valdez gambled on the steal, didn't get it. Perner will kick the ball out on the wing. The shot from the corner, no good. Weak side rebound, Cologne, and again, another second chance point. 3-pointer, 91 points by RPI, and they have a chance for that 100 mark. Jones with the touch will come back to Perner. Perner wanted the baseline, had it taken away, came back, and there's a bucket. Beautiful movement without the ball, beautiful choreographing of the offense. 93-62. So I believe it was a 9-point halftime deficit, and it's gotten way out of hand now. And Rodriguez coming to number 10 for Perner. It's going to be RPI basketball, and that's Jones over in the corner with it. Picked up by Anderson on that short one-hop pass, working against Ryda. And the stop, start. Now he'll just bring it laterally on the pass to Rodriguez. Yeah, here comes Harrington, full head of steam, up and got the finish.
Tyler Harrington.
Tyler Harrington looking like he could be the White Birch Realty player of the game for CSJ. 93-64 RPI. That'll go off from Ryda out of bounds. And pass intended for Anderson. Now Heiser and Watkins coming in for Childs and Harrington. And for RPI, number 20, Hammond, Mike Hammond coming in.
Now in for RPI number 20, Mike Hammond.
So he worked the ball around. Oh, down inside the Jung, and he got it. Easy pickings down low. Heiser, that might have been partially blocked. He certainly had a hand in front of his face. Another one and out for the Saints. Here comes Rodriguez. To the timeline, to the arc, to the paint. Up, had the ball stripped away, rolls to the corner. Saved by CSJ, comes back to Rodriguez. That was Madison that made the save for the Fighting Saints. 3:23 on the evening. There'll be no overtime tonight. Then play a little inside-outside game of toss. Jung, long and strong, rebound tipped back up and in. Up, look at that again. He didn't make it, but that has 3 chances offensively on the boards.
Ball whistled on number 20, Mike Hammond.
And Mike Hammond will pick up the foul, and I don't know who's going to take the free throws. It looks like Watkins is coming down to get in position, so say Lewis Watkins is going to take the free throws.
On the line shooting is number 11, Lou Watkins.
And it's 2 shots. It's 10 fouls on CSJ. So Watkins. He'll be a little bit long with that. Watkins, after a long look, the up and got the second shot. Makes it a 30-point game at 95-65. Jung held the ball, waited for Rodriguez. Shot clock down to 19. Heiser came out to help, then he hedged back down. Hammond with the kick out. Rodriguez, no. Tell ya, it looked good when it left his hands. And here comes Valdez the other way down the court. And again, good transitional defense by RPI. Valdez will stop, start, and have the shot blocked from behind and got fouled. Yeah, Jung will be picking up the foul.
Number 25, Kyle Jung. On the line, shooting for CSJ, number 1, Victor Valdez.
And so one of the captains out there, Valdez, a little bit rushed on the shot and hits the back of the iron. And he'll have another try here to get the lead back down below 30. And he'll miss them both. Jung will get the rebound, put it on the floor, a few dribbles, and then find Rodriguez on the far side of the CSJ Athletic Complex. Very quiet crowd right now at CSJ. As RPI came to town and did a number on CSJ. Hammond had it in and out, pop back down, and it'd be Ryder's hands. Ryder with a fast push. There's the kick out to Watkins on the wing. No, left it short, left it on the rim. Anderson up ahead, and Jones into the front court to the elbow will just slow it down. Look for the trailer on the play, and that's going to be Anderson. Minute 57 to go in this basketball game. Got a foul down low. It's going to be shots coming up. Still the 1-and-1. Watkins, I believe, will pick up the foul. Yeah, Nelson Hammond to the line.
Ball was Lou Watkins, number 11. On the line, shooting now.
That's the 19th foul. That's why it's still the 1-and-1. That'll rattle around, be no good, and got a jump ball called. There's Ryder helping out Watkins. And here comes Valdez. Just a minute 50 to go on the night, and then back to the drawing board for the Saints. Nice finish by Ryder right there. And Rodriguez looking to the sideline, getting the play call, and now he'll transfer that onto the court. Jung, who's played very well tonight, back in there. Outside three-point shot. He got it. That's Jones, 34.
Travis Jones.
With a three-point shot, 98-67. Heiser with the hold. Minute 10 to go on the night. Watkins with the quick hands to catch. Slides it off, and it's going to be Heiser from the corner. His shot short, coming down to Anderson. And he's going to take it on the dribble himself into the front court to Jones. Jones stops, curls, and will bring it all the way back to the side to Rodriguez. Hammond with the bump, slid off it, kicks it out long. It's on the elbow of Rodriguez. It's down to 43 seconds on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock, and you see him work the ball all the way around to Jung. He'll step inside. Oh my God, that was an easy shot. 100 points. That's RPI's bench looking for 100-67. Yeah, no hollering, no foul, no foul. 22 seconds, shot clock's off, and there's going to be an offensive foul called on Ryda.
Player control.
Yeah, player control foul. No shots coming up. It is 100-67. RPI with the game in hand with 20 seconds to go. Yeah, they're not going to shoot. I just heard him say basketball and move, basketball and move. Rodriguez will hold it, and you're going to see the final score here in just 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Congratulations to RPI. And Saints got a lot of season left. Get out and catch Saints basketball live. Support your student athletes. Now you support Munger Vision.